Welcome back to the channel. This is Chief Booty Baker, and apologize, it's been a little while since I have done any videos. It is summer. You gotta get out there and do some stuff around the house, you know, get some cardio in, see some sights. I can't do any of that. I have a job. So I'm just wishful thinking there. It's been a long time since I've actually even logged into the account. Some of the early ideas that I had for something that you should start doing early as you can is your faction wars. So this is some pretty good content for a video, and go by faction here. So we have the Orcs and the Dwarves right now. I only have the 3 Orcs. Check out my Shaman video on how I built Shaman up. Got some critical rate, speed, and of course some attack. If you notice, there's no HP stuff on her, which if you go to the reviews and the recommended artifacts, can tell you speed and life. You do want to keep her alive, but her main downfall on that is once you use your recall once, you got 7 turns, and you can only get that down to a 5 turn. So what I decided to do, I built her with lots of attack and a little bit of defense there, and then your crit rate and crit damage. So she's actually a pretty beast in the arena. We're gonna see how she does in the faction wars. Next up, I've got Raider and I've got Goremask. Goremask, he's a bit of an issue with this skill here, Tearing Jaws, because you'll receive damage equal to 10% of his max HP. And this will happen even if it kills the champion. So it looks like if you ascend him, you actually knock that portion of this skill off. Now, early on, if you're interested in doing any of the fusions, you can see both of these, Goremask and Raider, are fusible. So it's not going to hurt to get them up to level 3 anyway. Just so you know, if we go into the fusion here, I think he is for Rosin. Which, I mean, if you're gonna go this route, it's gonna take you a long time. So we've got where's Raider? We got Raider there, and then a Goremask here, and you have to upgrade them to 4-star fully ascended anyway before you can even turn them in, and you gotta have the rest of these. So if you get these champions right off the bat and you don't know who to build, and you want to start getting into the faction wars, as far as just kind of early builds, I don't have a whole lot of gear. I don't farm a whole lot. Just a quick update on why I don't farm a lot is actually in his missions here. Now, getting up to bronze 3 early on in arena was actually pretty tough, so I started doing these videos, and then I realized, well, if you keep upgrading your overall count, it makes it even harder because then you're battling against a lot tougher opponents. So they have actually decreased this to bronze level 2, which is actually pretty easy. So there's no reason for me to anti-farm anymore. Now you will get into the part 2 of these missions, and it'll ask you to get past silver 1, I believe. So anyway, on these you can knock out, so I'm going to work on that actually now, which is kind of nice. I was getting kind of bored of this count because there was only so much I could do with that anti-farming method. Anyway, now I've got room for 16 champions, so I will pull those 5 shards real quick, and we'll see if we can get any more help for the faction war. So we'll get started on that first. Right on. Okay, well, we got someone else for the Orcs. Okay, cool. Tree Feller attacks one enemy, has 35% chance of placing a decreased accuracy, debuff for 2 turns. Alright, whatever. Poison debuff. Not too bad if you need somebody for clan boss. Poison is a good debuff for the clan boss. And a bomb attacks 2 times at random, and each hit has a 70% chance of placing a bomb debuff. Detonates after 3 turns. I actually haven't used this champion very often. This isn't too bad. 50% of a 2.5 poison, and then you can also get the extended version. Each hit has a 50% chance to do a 15% decreased speed. So, yeah, of course there's better champions, but if you don't have any, what else are you gonna do? You do want to hold on to your shards. I mean, you can hold on to your shards, but I mean, I didn't pull anything over the weekend on my other accounts, ripping lots of shards, and it just didn't get anything. You got Steel Boyer. She's pretty good for the Dark Elves. Hey, as an 8/3, she has an AoE, and you can get that cooldown to 5 turns with 25% boost of damage. And if you ascend it, damage is going to increase according to enemy max HP. So that's actually pretty good skill for a set that I don't even have. Oh, wow. Well, our orc faction just got a whole hell of a lot easier. Wow. Okay, so I actually have tried all 4 of the started champions. There's not too many people in the game that are going to be that much of a fan that they start that many accounts just to try them. And I got lucky enough to pull Galek here. He's pretty dope, actually. He's not bad. He's got a lot of speed built in right off the bat. Attack-based champion, like I think all 4 of them are. And he does have increased speed on this champion with his Hellraiser AoE as A2. And A3 is a 4-time random. Can have a % chance of decreasing defense and 60% decreased debuff for 2 turns if the target has more than 2 debuffs. So not too bad of a A3 either. And it can attack all 4 enemies at once, but usually it's like 2 to 3 on average. So wow, that's pretty cool. Actually, I'm pretty stoked about that. Wow. And it's Magic Champion. I have 3 Force Champions, 1 Spirit, and now we got Galek. Just to check this recommended critical and attack. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, cool, nice. All right, this isn't gonna be too bad of a video after all. Hey, we get a dwarf. So that's funny. Is it just happen to be the factions that are open, and that's all I'm gonna pull out of these summons? I mean, that's kind of odd. Like, all the summons I've got have been an orc or a dwarf. Aver the elk mage, he's not bad actually. Drop your stick, little goofball. Well, so if you had a toxic set to put on him, it would be 105%. So you're gonna deal poison on every hit, and that's a 5% poison. So you're gonna get a 7.5% poison debuff on that. I like using poison as much as I can in the clan boss, especially early when your gear sucks and you're just trying to get gear out of it, and some hopefully some gems, occasionally ancient shard. So that's pretty cool. His A2 is an AoE. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% decreased attack for 2 turns. That's helpful in a lot of areas of the game, actually. All right. Also places the 50% decreased speed for someone under a poison debuff. So you have the toxic gears. That makes this A2 a 75% chance of placing the poisons. So you can keep that up. That's pretty cool. You can actually get into a nice poison loop on that and do a lot of damage. That's pretty cool. Got an ascended skill. Vitalizing potions fills the turn meter of our allies by 50% and heals them by 50% of this champion's max HP. That is a really good example of an HP champion. Even though his attacks aren't based on HP, I would put a lot of HP on him, so you increase how much your healing is going to do. Get that down to 4 turns. So it's a pretty good healer there, actually. I just want to pull this last shard, so we'll see who we get. I'm gonna laugh my ass off. This is an orc or a dwarf. Oh, now we get Gator. All right, and we also get our weekly challenge knocked out of the way, so that's pretty good. Gator, I'm gonna save for another video. He's okay. He's a good support champion. The reason why I filled out all 30 of these is because I'm gonna start doing the farming again, and I'm gonna knock out all of these. It gets really good here when you get into, I already did that one. Okay, here, when one of each type of life artifact from clearing Kara Castle. So that's gonna take quite a bit of grinding. We'll work that out so that we're knocking this challenge out of the way also. All right, so we'll get our rare tome out of the way and then each a little bit more silver. All right, so I do have enough brews to do to raise Galek's level up here. We'll go to the tavern, and I've got 6 of them. Put them all on him. Got a quest out of the way. Do have the champion training event going on. So we'll be able to get hopefully some points out of that. Let's just see how we do in the first round. We'll put her in front, these guys in the back, and we'll just see how we do. It shouldn't be too hard. You should be able to clear the first round at least. So now we got Galek up there, and they're all doing fairly well. Alright, let's just hit auto, see how they do through auto battle. Now you see he didn't get attacked yet, but that caused his HP to go down a little bit. And if you want to take someone out independently, click on them, put a red X on them, and it'll take them out first. They're going to attack the weakest first. So that was almost a minute. That was pretty long. You don't get much XP. We did get accuracy glyph to use, but we're mainly mining for stuff to craft it when we open the forge, which we're a long ways away from that. So managed to get through the first one pretty easy, and we 3-started, and we're gonna work our way up the line here. There's lots of good rewards through here as you go along, but they are going to get really tough, especially once you start facing the bosses. It's going to take you a long time to get Lydia the Death Siren. I mean, this is pretty cool. This is like the best thing I could have hoped for in doing this video today. So now I'm not actually sure what to do. I'm kind of overwhelmed now. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I pulled an epic or anything, but hey, he's pretty good. A lot of people are spending a lot. I mean, 38,000 people are using this guy, and he's in the arena. He's not as tough as Kale, but now I've got 2 of the first starter champions to actually really hammer down into the arena. My last videos when I built Jizzo up, I ended up using quite a bit of my brews on him, a lot of silver. So definitely check out the Jizzo video. It's pretty funny. I hope you enjoy it. And I will be revisiting these again once I get some farming out of the way. If you're just doing some early stage farming like I am, as long as you have a higher level, you really don't even need that much gear. So I'm gonna save some coin and not put in too much. I think I will go ahead and equip the gloves here. I need one more piece, which that's not gonna be it. None of this stuff is gonna be it. So just to get that extra 15%, we'll put the helmet on. All right, now I got the 15%, and I do want that critical rate gear on him. So we'll put in the, what did I have? The helmet. Oh, I messed up already. See what I mean? Oops. Good grief. Well, I want the critical rate, so we'll go this route. Whoopsie. All right. And the speed, I'm gonna put that on him. Have any speed? Well, hopefully I get some speed boots. So I guess we'll use this attack. Well, I got some speed down here, so that's okay. We'll put that on him, and then we'll put the get the attack and the crit damage there, HP, defense. So we'll put that on him too. This isn't a clan boss build here. This is just what the gear that I have. I just threw it on him. We could take him into the arena, but like I said, it's just for the faction wars. And if you've done any of the arena battles, you will get some gear. So pick and choose through that. Save your silver so that you can pick and choose what you're going to want to put on your champions. Since I don't have any brews, I can't just throw them into these guys' builds. So, gear them up if you want. If you're not sure, because you might want to use them as fusion, just at least throw them up there because you're gonna have to level them up anyway. And there's no rush. You don't need to spend that extra cheese to do it all at once with your 6 brews. The ones that are not, it's kind of a toss-up if you want to use them or not. If you think there's a use for them for your faction wars, then go ahead and just put some common gear on them for now. It's not gonna hurt you anything. And if you like how they play, then you can upgrade as you go along. So those are kind of my tips on that. Sorry I wasn't getting into a whole lot of actual building these champions. I just thought I'd throw some ideas your way for doing some early faction stuff. I've got plenty of gear left to put, like I said, on these guys. So mainly what you want to do is you want to just kind of look at their skills and see what you can do to help those stats. And if you don't have that gear, then that's when you want to kind of use those common ones, so it's not very expensive to remove later. Anyway, probably take a break and come back to this when I've got these champions upgraded a little bit better, and I'll let you know how I do then. For now, again, awesome. Thank you for watching this video. Definitely hit the subscribe button. That way I can keep you posted, and you'll see when I update this video, because it is faction war building and it takes quite a long time, quite a lot of gear, and at least in this count, it's just a good early start. Definitely knock out these missions. As I've warned before, it's quite a bit different now with the change due to this at the end here to the bronze 2. It should be pretty easily attainable. All the rest of this stuff should be pretty easy to get done, and you will get a whole hell of a lot of gear and brews to further your ability to fight in the faction wars. So thank you for watching, and I will definitely catch you again, hopefully sooner than later. Take it easy. Thank you.